What's up, Beard Army? Welcome back to another episode of the Chronicles of Beard, and today we're doing another restaurant challenge. I know you guys love those things, and this one is undefeated, which means either it's really difficult or it's just not been around long enough for somebody decent to take a stab at it. And I think this one is fairly new, so hopefully it's easier than Mrs. Beard after 3 vodka lemonades and a slice of garlic bread. I'll pay for that later. Right, so we're at the Parish today in Huddersfield. It's a very nice city, and I'm doing the brand new burger challenge, which is like 2 twin peaks of a bunch of different meaty stuff. It's a 1 hour time limit, right?
That's right, yeah.
Has anyone done it?
From what I recall, got one guy's tried it and got about a third of the way through.
A third?
So no.
So nobody's done it yet. Right, okay. Right, whenever you're ready, bud. I brought my own timer this week.
1-0. 3, 2, 1.
Alright.
Alright. So 3, 2, 1.
Onion rings look delicious. Hash brown, that's interesting. Just gonna go for the meat first. Ooh, still a bit warm. What's up, Beard Army? Welcome back to another episode of the Chronicles of Beard. Look at that big stringy piece of cheese there. You could hang a small rodent from that, you know. Not that I would. That's considered cruel and unusual punishment, even in my part of the world, Yorkshire. Which is, incidentally, where we are today, actually specifically in Huddersfield, at a place called the Parish, taking on their fairly new burger eating challenge. And if you finish this, you get the meal free. It costs 30 quid. You get it free if you finish, and a spot on the wall of fame. These are hot. Yeah, fortunately not quite as hot as those Feasters burgers from a couple of weeks ago. So this video should be slightly less painful, for me at least. Hash brown, for some reason. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against hash browns, but it did seem like a rather odd addition. Look at that. Delicious close-up cheese pull, though. Makes me want to eat it all over again. Look how cheesy it is. Still not as cheesy as 90% of my jokes. Just topping up on the water. As you can see, I needed to use quite a lot of it because, as I mentioned, it was pretty hot despite me letting it stand for a while. This one's got pulled pork on top, I think. You think? Very perceptive, Beard. Although I suppose it could be pulled pigeon or something like that. Fairly certain it was pork though. And this challenge consists of 2 very large, giant towers of burger, pretty much. I think that's most of the meat down. Yeah, so each burger is slightly different. Each one, I think, contains 5 patties, 4 or 5 patties, and they're topped variously with bacon, chili, pulled pork, bacon, cheese, pickles. You get home-cooked chips, which is fantastic. You know I hate fries, right? Crispy French fries are boring. These chips were actually really delicious, just like the kind your grandma used to make it in the deep fat fryer when you were a kid. And of course, hash browns and salad in there too. That's just a big handful of cheese. A big handful of cheese, said the record producer to Ed Sheeran. No, I'm just kidding. I don't mind some of Ed Sheeran's music. Anyway, this place, the Parish, they used to offer a food challenge a while ago, which was similar, but not quite the same as this one. I think a couple of people did finish that. This is £6. That's what it actually says on the spec. It actually felt a little heavier than that to me, which was a surprise, given that if you look at it, it doesn't actually look that big. Even on the thumbnail from the start, it's definitely not the biggest thing I've ever eaten. But I'm not sure if it was the greasiness, how dense it all was, how rich and meaty it all was, but it was definitely a lot harder than I thought it would be. I thought this would be down in 10 minutes, no problem. But as you can see, it turned out to be somewhat deceptive. And while I get better acquainted with this onion ring here, I want to say a big thanks to these two people specifically who told me about this challenge recently. Thank you very much.
When there's no music, it's really easy to see why people get annoyed listening to me eat. I'm a loud eater.
Get out of town.
I'm not sure if you're going to want to publish them, but you can take as many shots as you like. I'm going to try not to throw up now while he's taking pictures of me. I'm joking, I won't throw up. Thank God for Diet Coke. And the greasiness of the potatoes and onion rings is starting to get to me. Just a little bit.
So we're just polishing off the toppings pretty much now. Pickles, onion rings, a little bit of salad in there, maybe some loose chips. But it's not often that I have to use a flavour changer like Coke to make it through a challenge. I thought this would be incredibly easy. Look at me dusting the beard down there. It's absolutely plastered. You might say it's full of plaster of Parish. This place is called the Parish. Plaster of Paris. Yeah, no, it's terrible. Gotta give you some points for effort though. Anyway, we're about 22.5 minutes in now. You actually get 1 hour to finish this. Which at first I thought was generous, but for an everyman, probably not so much.
I'm even going to eat the pickles. Because it takes a real man to eat a pickle.
Asshole.
Hardy har har. Little joke at Nathan Figueroa's expense there. He doesn't like pickles, in case you don't watch his channel, but I, on the other hand, do enjoy pickles. I like my pickles to be slightly sweet and peppery if possible. These were a little too sour for my liking, but they were fun to eat as part of a food challenge. You don't normally get pickles on food challenges. But this meal was delicious. I really enjoyed the burgers and especially the chips, which is odd to say. I don't normally like, chips or fries, but they were very dense and greasy at the same time as being soft and fluffy. So if you're into that kind of thing, you probably like them.
Oh. That was a sour pickle.
Struggling slightly there to cope with the tartness of the remaining pickle. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching all my videos lately. A lot of people have been saying they've really been enjoying them lately, so I'll keep grinding them out as long as you keep watching. And I'll catch you next time.
Does that count?
I think it does, man.
Yeah?
25 minutes. No problem.
I was going to say, you don't want to shake my hand, but fist pump is okay. It's alright, mate, keep it.
You sure?
But, that's harder than it looks in the picture,
Yeah.
It feels like a heavy 6 pounds, but... Yeah, sorry. In fact, that's pretty clean for me. It would normally be a lot messier than that, so... I'll be alright now, like £6 I should be fine. I might take an Uber home instead of the train, but just go home, sit on the sofa, start some editing probably, yeah.
I believe you're the first to smash our new challenge.
That's good. I'm happy with
the
the
notch with that red coast.